He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. This is brought in at the 21. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go. 6 guys. Check 6 guys.
A first carry now. This is Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. First down, and it's Hill again. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn into it.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gostkowski with the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
2nd and 4. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run. This is Hill. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And finally down at the 9-yard line. It's a gain of 35. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's doing...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Texans push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board.
3 butt, 3 butt, 3 butt. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Lawrence Guy Coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $62 on the punt that time. Wow. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 7. And going deep for Hill. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. On the ground, it's Mack.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Banks. Ebron caught left side. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Banks under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brian Burns in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And that brings up 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just a 25-yard punt. Not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And that will come the offense as they take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground with Hill. And he'll be taken down, but first he gets deep into Indianapolis territory. A huge play there for Houston. And even 50 yards on the ground. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll set up a throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. From 17 yards out. And the Texans push further out in front. Gostkowski the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. Off play action. Banks. Rashard Higgins. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Brian Burns in there for sack number 22 on the year. And, folks, that's just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22.5 set in 2001. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle, eluding the pressure right. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Banks. Got an open man. That's Campbell. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. And now it's 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing again. Banks. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The kick by Elliott is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board in the 4th half. Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the 2nd half.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Hey, let's get there. 58, boys. 58. 58. Mike.
They'll throw now on the final play. They're going deep for Hill. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Room here to run. A big-time play there for the Texans. 51 yards.
How about our reigning AFC Player of the Week, hot-footing it into the secondary on that run?
Yeah, nice long run. That's what got him the award a week ago. Maybe he's trying for 2 in a row here this week. He goes full extension, and he's got it. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
First down, Texans.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Travis Kelce, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. It's caught inside the 25. Indianapolis. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now a 10th carry for Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They go play action here on first down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the... Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game, number 16 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 35.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Off the play fake. Banks. And he's going to go down again. Lawrence Guy, his second sack of the night.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Back to throw. Banks. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
On the ground with Hill to begin the drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. On third down, here's Hill. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a fourth down. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is fourth down. They'll run for it with Hill. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Back now in Indianapolis. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a first down carry. It's Hill. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
The busy night continues for Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Right back to him on first down. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Hill. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
They'll start on the ground with Mack. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll go again here with Mack. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
They'll run for it. It's Mack, and he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Looking to throw. Banks. Brian Burns. Make that now 4 sacks for him in tonight's ball game.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. And able to find a little space. He gets us up over the 15 to the 16. They get 6 yards back on the run, but still have a third and long situation forthcoming.
Ready. Mike 21. Get him roll. West. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hack. He's coming. Double up. Double up. Hayward. Coming. Double up.
Operating from the gun. Banks. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. They had him back deep, got the inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
There's no doubt in my mind.
Did you hear that? Do you hear the...
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Go.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A big play there for Indy. And even 40 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. A huge play that time for the Colts. 44 yards. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. From the gun, Banks. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? You create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say good night, everybody, from Indianapolis.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm in the